Good morning. I'm Lieutenant Commander Scott Allen, retired U.S. Navy. Thank you all for joining us today. If I could all ask you to please stand for the posting of the colors. Shepherd, color guard, please post the colors. Please join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Color guard, post the colors.
Post.
I'd like to invite Minister Oz up.
Thanks, Commander. Please be seated. I'd just like to take a little time this morning to thank all the veterans here, and welcome you too. But more so, thank you, and want you to know, us as a city of Palos Heights, we will never forget you. We've been running this program for a number of years, and we'll continue to have it. We were fortunate. We had a number of veterans join us on Thursday over at the rec center. We had a nice little breakfast of about 125 people or so. It was a good turnout in supporting the veterans. This morning I spoke with Commander Allen over at Palos South School, and Alderman Clifford spoke over at Independence about the merits of Veterans Day, and it was great, and it was a good turnout by the people there. And after this service here today, you can go over to the library, and they've got a little reception for all the veterans. But my point is, we as a town will continue to honor our veterans. It means so much to us, and as the ranks of the veterans start to shrink, I think it's more important than ever to recognize them. So again, thank you and welcome. But let me read a little proclamation that we did the other night for the veterans. Whereas Veterans Day, November 11th, 2024, has been designated as a day of honor for the millions of men and women who have answered the call to duty in defending the hard-won freedoms that we enjoy today. And whereas on this day, we recognize and remember the unselfish acts and service of all those wars and military actions. And for many, that service ended in permanent disability or even death. Yet their spirits remain in the continued preservation of our freedoms and the promise of liberty established as an example for the express people of the world. And whereas we owe a great debt to all of those who served in the defense of this nation, and are eternally grateful, we hold every American who's answered the call to arms in our thoughts and take the time to remember the sacrifices that they made. Now there, I do, Robert Strauss, Mayor of the City of Palos Heights, along with the City Council, do hereby ask all the residents of the City of Palos Heights to join us in the commemoration and honor of those who served our country, and our gratitude for all the members of the armed services of this country, witnessed upon this day, the 11th day of November 2024. Again, thank you. After today, if you want to stop over to the library, please feel free to do so. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mayor Strauss. This day's pretty significant for me right now, especially when I have two sons that are active duty. One is actually serving in Iraq right now. My other son will be deployed in March. I think some of these police officers know my son Colin. He worked with the police here. He's also a police officer in Iowa, so very proud of my children. I also have a daughter that has a role in the military. She's an NCIS agent in Japan. She's been there, will be there for about 3 years. So Veterans Day is very important to me. So as we celebrate our veterans on this Veterans Day, I feel honored to be standing up here in front of so many people who are interested in honoring our veterans. How wonderful it is to see the spirit of patriotism growing in our country once again. It is popular to publicly express love for our great country. Recent events have made us realize that we have, as Americans, recent events have made us realize what we have as Americans and the freedom we enjoy. Today we recognize those who have protected and continue to protect our way of life. Originally called Armistice Day, this day was conceived as a tribute to the Americans who sacrificed their lives in World War I. Now we honor all American veterans who have served in any war, before or after World War I, to defend democracy. We honor our veterans from every time of peace as well, for they protect what our war veterans fought and died to defend. We celebrate this day, we honor veterans today, because we know that without them, there would be no land of the free. Without the veterans of the American Revolution, there would not even be a United States of America. Without the veterans of Civil War who fought on either side for what they believed in, the strong, united America we know today might never have been possible. Without World War II veterans, we might not be living in a country, in a world where freedom of choice or the right to vote no longer exists. And without those currently fighting in the war on terrorism, we would be living in constant fear, or simply without freedom. All our veterans have protected our democracy, our freedom, our way of life. Today we honor them and thank them. And tomorrow we must continue to honor them. They have given us the chance to live in freedom today, an opportunity to look forward to tomorrow. They have given us everything, every day. They have protected our every freedom. We must honor them every day in every way we can. The best way to honor our veterans is to take an active part in maintaining freedom in America. We must teach our future generations about what it means to be an American. We must volunteer in our communities, take care of our veterans and their families, vote in elections, and continue to make America the very best that it can be. Without our veterans, we wouldn't be where we are today. Without you, we wouldn't be able to reach where we could be tomorrow. Thank you for honoring our veterans today. May God bless them, you, and the United States of America. I will now please ask you to rise for the playing of taps. Please remain standing for the retiring of colors.
Color turn, march!
I want to thank Shepherd High School Color Guard for joining us today. Let's give them a round of applause. Wonderful job. So this concludes our ceremony. As Mayor Shiraz said, we're all going to be going over to the library to enjoy some refreshments, and I hope you can join us. Thank you so much.